We got a bucket full of fish, so you know it's going to be a good day, guys. Welcome back. Today we are going to be adding some more tetras to the 33-gallon tank because, well, as you can tell, I can't really see any fish. I mean, there are some in here, right? There's like 20, or I can't even remember how many we started out with. There are some cardinal tetras in this tank, along with the Siamese algae eater and the ton of Amano shrimp that like to hide in my super bushy glosso carpet that needs a trim. But look, I mean, these tetras are just being weird, right? Like, I mean, cardinals aren't really known to be the best schooling fish. I mean, they shoal at best, but look, like, you can get them to do pretty well. I've had them do a lot better than this before, and so what I'm gonna do is just try and add more. I pulled like 10 out of the 125, and I also pulled out some rummy nose tetras to put in here. Those fish are extremely good schoolers. I mean, they're one of the best schooling fish. I love them. I know a lot of people love them. So we're gonna add them to the tank as well today. I don't have that many. I think I have like 6 or 7 or something like that, but it should be enough in this small tank to get that effect, and maybe it'll make the cardinals come out more and not be, you know, so hidey in the tree, or maybe it'll make them hide more. I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. A lot of times you don't know what's going to happen because everybody's tank is different, and even if you have the same fish, their behaviors might be a lot different. So we're going to find out. Let's go ahead and snap our fingers and get these Let's get these fish in the tank, guys. I gotta acclimate them for a while. We'll come back as soon as I'm ready to put them in the tank. Here they are, 7 cardinal tetras, already doing their thing. Everybody's in here is still freaking out because I just added them, right? But they're already schooling up, and the cardinals have massed together in a little clump in the corner. They're gonna be freaking out for a while, you know, until they truly settle into their new tank. But I'm crossing my fingers that this helps, guys. I mean, the only other option is to just keep buying more fish until I get the desired effect that I want, which, I mean, I don't hate that either. I mean, my original goal was to get a ton in here. Check that dude out. That's pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, I just want to be able to sit back on the couch way back here, even farther back, and just see fish moving along instead of, you know, not seeing anything. The scape is nice. It's, you know, it's nice to look at, but I want to see some color floating around in there. So hopefully, I mean, I know I'm going to get it from the rummy nose. That's for sure. They're already doing their thing, but it's the cardinals that I really wanted in this tank to school together well, and because those are the ones that I'm going to see the easiest from way far back. Let's get into the main topic of the day, guys, and that is going to be rescaping the nano tank. So I did you guys all a favor and prevented you from seeing what the tank looked like before I got it to this point. Trust me, it was not pretty. Basically just a ton of algae. Needed a refresh, needed a restart to help fix those problems, get rid of them, and I just needed something new to look at, bottom line. So I already pulled everything out, so all the rocks that were in here, down here. Got some new ones over here. I want to add a ton of rock to this scape, and the fish are in a bucket over here. We have the boost that I pulled out, and this is actually kind of a lot of boost. I think we're just going to stick with that this time around. So I'll put up a picture just in case you haven't seen the setup of this video or what this tank looked like. I'll put a link for it in the description, as well as, you know, that picture that you're seeing right now, so you can get an idea of what the tank looked like before. The whole point of today's video is just to show you guys how to make a really simple aquascape using just rocks, glue, and moss. Glue being very important. So I think I have some glue. Let's see. I've been going through literally hundreds of dollars of glue in the last couple of months. It's crazy. I get looked at weird when I'm at Home Depot, but anyway, it's all worth it. So let's go ahead and start out here by placing in the first rock. This was a rock that was in the tank previously. I will also mention, just in case you didn't see those videos, this is some fluval stratum substrate, and I'm going to leave it in the tank because I don't see any point in taking it out or starting fresh with that. So I'm going to put this first rock, this big rock here on the left. Who knows if it'll stay there. And let's grab this other big rock. Try not to scratch the tank. Let's put this guy maybe closer to the front. a little bit closer. You always want to leave a little bit of room so you can get your fingers down to clean the glass. Tough when you have such a small tank, but you can see I can just barely get down there. So we have one rock kind of a little bit farther back than this front rock. I don't like how they're almost the same height. I might want to prop that one up or put something on top of it. This is absolutely the most unstable thing ever, but what do you guys think of that? It kind of looks really weird. Pardon the glare. But like if we get down here, that kind of has an interesting look to it. I don't love it, and I certainly don't like how easy it is to move this rock. We could do a couple things to help, make it more stable. I'm gonna keep going here with some of my smaller rocks. Maybe we can kind of make it stable as I chip the heck out of all my glass. Really trying hard not to do that. This is getting really dangerous one-handed. Let's see if we can make it a little bit more stable. Added a couple more pieces of rock in here to help stabilize this main piece, and now it's not really going to go anywhere unless we pick up the tank and move it or anything like that. So I think we're good with that, and I decided to put the big one back here. I don't really know how what we're going to do from here because I only have a couple more pieces that are fairly big. I don't really know if they fit with what I'm trying to do here, but I think we're getting close. Here is what I've ended up with. Left everything the same here on the left and just connected these two rock formations with these two pieces that act as sort of like a bridge. So if we step back and look at it, I think that looks pretty cool. And we'll eventually cover this with moss and just make it, really have it come together. And these two rocks, I balanced them together, okay, very precarious, but I did take a bunch of super glue and threw it in to where they connect. So not a ton of super glue. This isn't, super strong or anything, but it should prevent them from just, falling down if I get my hands in here and bump them. That's the idea at least. So now let's go ahead and let's put some moss on this thing. And just like that, we're all done, guys. I added in the boost of philandra that we had throughout the tank. One piece up way high up there, it'll be poking up out of the water. Used it in on the sides and just basically fitted into the cracks. I did super glue two pieces, 1 and 2 there just to, hold them in place. And that's pretty much it. Our rocks ended up pretty stable. I mean, they're not wiggling when I move them, so that's a good sign that the super glue worked. And now we just got to fill the tank up. Here's the finished product. Got the fish back in there. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5, there's 6, there's however many are in there. But they're going to get readjusted to their new home. I think they're going to like this place a little bit better. There's a lot more cover, a lot more hiding spots, and I think they'll really appreciate that. I don't 100% love the scape. Looking at it now, I need moss to be on these bottom rocks. They just stand out too much right now, but we're gonna let it kind of do its thing. I didn't put in the dwarf sage that was in the tank previously. I don't think I'm going to. I kind of like not having anything on the bottom, and we're just gonna roll with it and see how it does. I might actually try and remove the back rock there at a later time and maybe position something else that you can't see that holds that rock up. That might give it more of a kind of that effect that I was looking for. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think down in the comments of the new nano tank scape. Again, this is a 3-gallon aquarium with chili rasboras in it. Probably get some more chilies in here. We could definitely house quite a few more. They're such a tiny fish, so tiny, but they're fun to watch. Right after you super glue stuff, you're gonna see that super glue, you know, boom, 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 all over there. And you won't see that in a couple weeks. As soon, you know, as the moss grows, it'll cover those areas and you're not gonna see any of that super glue. It doesn't look particularly good right now, but like I said, give it a couple weeks and this tank will be looking pretty good. And we might, you know, add some more moss down here and around the tank as it goes. I ran out, so we'll have to fix that one of these days. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. Don't forget to check for all the links in the description for all the stuff that we used today so you can build yourself a little nano tank if that's what you need to do in your life. It's definitely what I needed to do in my life at this moment, but I gotta go and pack. Chances are you guys are watching this while I'm on a little vacation. Be sure to follow me over on Instagram because I might be posting some stuff related to freshwater tropical fish. Who knows? Or maybe even some saltwater stuff. So anyway, thanks so much for watching one more time, guys. We'll see you next time.